Welcome Great Lakes sailors back to the channel. I said in my last video, or a couple of videos, that I wasn't gonna do much filming over the winter, and that's been the case. And we have had a winter. Holy cow. Check out this path that I had to dig out just to access the old girl here, the new girl. So it's the end of February and we're approaching boat working season with reckless abandon. And I haven't done much, but friends of mine have. I don't know if you notice something is missing here. Look, Ma, no rudder. Yeah, so the rudder cracked because it was punky, to use the official term for it. Yeah, it was soaking wet and not in great shape. So pulled the rudder, gave it to some friends who were working on a series of rudders this winter, so that just worked out. And they did an awesome job. I'll show you some clips of that now. Okay, welcome to the rudder portion of the video. There's the rudder with the crack, and now you're gonna see how wet it was, and God, it was wet. So they started by peeling this skin off one side, and then they got to work digging out all the crap. Then they cut it wide open so that it could get dried out, essentially. Then they applied the one half of the skin back, and then we could start filling it with this 15-pound expanding foam. Okay. Good stuff.
Well, this one's fun. This one.
Then Chris has used a tiny bit more.
Yeah, but his is way bigger, like fatter.
Oh, true.
There's not
volume.
This one doesn't have the volume, especially with this plate at the back.
Yeah. Never mind. Stand correct.
It does give you a bit of working time though, eh? Like you don't have to like.
No, yeah, you have.
I thought it was like 10 seconds. You gotta
4
go.
minutes or something, and then it starts to harden in 20 minutes, and then it. Yeah, it would like you think it's one of those science experiments where you put them together and it just overflows all over the. It goes off the ceiling. Yeah. No, it's pretty cool that way.
All right, so with this stuff, you just keep mixing up small batches and pour it and let it expand and harden. It hardens almost instantly. Like that creamy stuff you can see there was hard as a rock basically within 5 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so my big important job that day was the cameraman. Rob was mixing up the stuff and Tony was pouring it out with tremendous skill, obviously.
Sean's coming over.
And Sean was coming over.
So I want to do how many stairs he gets down before he turns around and goes back and gets a beer.
I think he comes in with one.
Come in with one?
Oh.
He'll take one, so that's part of the thing.
When I was glad I just said, "Oh, send me 3."
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
So yeah, once it was all fulled up, you could shave it down and then apply the skin again and wrap it with fresh fiberglass, a bunch of sanding and fairing, and some fresh fiberglass over that crack to reinforce. I think they poured some epoxy down into the mold there around the shaft to get a good bond. So yeah, no, they did a great job. A couple coats of Interprotect, of course, and what can you say? They finished with the VC17. That's what's going to go on the bottom of the boat this year and hopefully next. So ta-da! And that's the rudder. So
I haven't been on the boat in a little while. As you may have known from my last video, if you watched that, and if you haven't, you can go back and watch that if you care about tarps. Who doesn't care about tarps? I have no idea what it's gonna look like up there. I brought my shovel with me in case I need it. I imagine I do. I imagine I do. So I'll take a look up there, and then I'm gonna take you inside because I bought a new sail. I bought a mainsail. It's a precision sail, so we're gonna check it out. I have no idea what to expect. I haven't looked at it at all. It's been sitting in my basement for a month in a box. So yeah, it's out of the box now. We're gonna hopefully take it upstairs at the clubhouse here and open it up and give it an inspection. All right, so let's check it out. All right, let's go up. Let's see here. Oh shit. Oh my god. Okay. God damn it. All right. Well, I guess I need to get on board. I need to get some things, so I'm gonna bring my shovel up and go to work. Damn it. Okay, yeah. Shoveling your driveway is one thing, but shoveling your cockpit? Oh. Whose idea was this? You know, one thing about all this snow that we've got is I can't wait for it to melt and go into the lake, because we have been having, well, let me back up. Lake Ontario, the depth of water in the lake is regulated by a joint commission between Canada and the US. I don't think Elon and his minions have got their hands on it yet. But they have left the lake level very low. It's below the average lake depth, and it's been sort of flat. And typically in a season, now is when the lake level starts to go up. But that hasn't happened yet. So I'm hoping, because I got a big boy keel on this boat, 6.5 feet deep, and I need all the depth I can get in this harbor. I'm hoping that when all this snow melts, that lake level rises and I'm in good shape. Ugh, this is painful, by the way. Seriously, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna call that good for now. Actually, it's not so deep up here, but I better clean that off. There's so much ice on here. I don't know if this is gonna open. Nope. No, that is not gonna go. I need to wait for a warmer day, I suppose. All right, well, cleared out some of the snow. Look at it out there. Sun streaming down, waves crashing. All the ice build up in the harbor. Whew. Real winter sucks. All right, let's go look at that sail. Well, that's a lot nicer. That was pretty intense out there. So nice to be inside. All right, so ta-da. There she is in all her glory. So what this is, this is a new mainsail. It is made with a contender cloth, I think is what I spec'd. Special for a tri-radial cut. So I went with a tri-radial cut over the cross cut. And if you don't know what that means, there's Google. But essentially, the tri-radial cut is has a lot more panels, and it looks like a bunch of triangles stitched together. And the theory is that a tri-radial cut sail is a better foil shape than a cross-cut sail. Better shape means better sailing, better pointing, faster boat. Right? Faster boat. Okay. So I haven't I've looked at it like this, but that's as much as I've done. Now, interestingly, they gave me this. Give me this. They had the boat type and the boat name, but they didn't fill that out, so that's weird. Small detail. I'm not sure what the rest of the details are going to be like, but let's have a look. Okay, so these are the battens, and I figured, I don't know how good it is for them to remain coiled up like this. I don't know whether this will impact them if I leave them there for months and months. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut these open. They're gonna spring open like crazy, I'm sure. And we'll see what they look like. All right, what makes sense to cut first? Let's go with this guy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, she's springy. She's springy, all right. Okay. Maybe I should do this on the floor, I don't know. There's a lot of tension on this. All right, there's the first guy. Bit of a curve to it, but nothing that won't come undone with a bit of use, I'm sure. Oh. Yikes. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Whew, that's intense. All right. All right, there's a big boy batten. 7538. You'd think they would have marked them with Sharpie where they go in the sail, but I guess I'll figure that out. But once I do, I'll mark them. But why aren't they? Okay. So there we go. Now, this was the first one that we pulled off. And you can see these ones are all laying flat. This one is not. Yeah, that's bowed. So hopefully that'll correct itself. So this is interesting. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this sail is 2 full battens and 2 partials. So this is obviously the bottom full one. One of these is going to be the top full one. It's maybe this one, that makes the most sense. And then these smaller guys are the lowers. What do I know? We'll find out. All right, better clean up my mess and then we'll pull the sail out. All right, cleanup complete. I'm excited. Let's pull the sail out and have a look. It is a nice quality bag. I'll give them that. Good first impression. Gotta love a fresh sail tie. Okay, first impressions are that there's a whole bunch of loose thread. Well, that one's not connected, but where was it? Here, that's not connected. That wasn't, but there was one that was. So look at this. So there's, I don't know if you can see that on this camera or not. There's all sorts of threads that are still, like look at this one. That's connected still. Like a bit of a burn through there. So quality control isn't like first rate. Like what is this, honestly? Why is that Dacron is burnt? Like a hot knife went through that. That's pretty poor. I don't like that. So this is part of the risky run. I mean, look, any sail loft could do some shoddy work, I suppose. This is a budget project. This sail, for a comparable north sail, this was between $1,500 and $2,000 less. So maybe that's what you get with that. But yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. You expect it to be like perfect, or I do, for 4,000 bucks. Anyway, let's keep going. There she is, folks, in all her glory. Now, there's all sorts of trash in here. Like it's filthy. It's dirty. There's crap everywhere. What this tells me, or at least the impression that I'm left with, is that when this sail came from overseas to the Precision Sail Loft, look at this. Just all the little hole cutouts. So what this tells me anyway, there's more line, is that they did not do any kind of inspection on this sail when it came into the loft in Victoria. Or if they did do an inspection, it was suboptimal. All right, let's start at the head of the sail and go down. So there's a nice aluminum head block there. I asked I paid to have, first of all, these sliders are an upgrade. I paid for Bainbridge. I don't see. Really hard to tell whether maybe Bainbridge just doesn't put their name on it anymore. On the old North Sail, it says Bainbridge. These are called all slip sliders. They're a material that's more slippery, first of all, and then because they have this sort of double, instead of just having the slider, there's this outer part here. It is supposed to make the action of raising and lowering the sail a little nicer. I paid extra for those sliders, so hopefully they are what they're supposed to be. But yeah, the cut of the sail looks good to my uninformed eye. God, the sewing is not good. Yeah, I worry about that, how long that'll last. So this was an upgrade in the, there was a few upgrades over the base on this one. First of all, obviously the radial cut. Then forget what it's called. It's like a, I don't know, they have 3 packages anyways, and this was the middle one. And what that got me was these, I forget what they're called, star-shaped patches anyways. Instead of just a block patch, they're kind of folded over in this star shape, which is supposed to spread the load. And then the batten pockets are this upgraded system, which, oh yeah, here we go. So battens go in, it ties off like that, and then closes over so it's nice and neat and stays put. So that's good. I'm happy with that. Oh yes, I also ordered these dog bones. What the hell? This, okay, my understanding of how these things are supposed to work is instead of attaching to the kringle here, you attach to these, two kringles like this through this dog bone, except for the fact that the dog bone doesn't come past the edge of the sail. So how am I supposed to hook anything to this? Because the rope and the leech is there. What the actual fuck? Christ. Let's try this one. Nope, same thing. That is crazy making. What? Am I wrong about that? How am I supposed to hook that onto the ram's horn if they both can't meet up? All right. That looks good. The logo looks good. I'm glad I got that. Paid for that, of course. Ooh, actually, look at this. Oh my God. So I guess they didn't have a CNC for this. It's all like hand cut. The cuts go in. Oh my God, that's poor. Look at the S. I mean, oh my God. Look at this. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so some good, some bad. This is what you get when you order a budget sale, I suppose. And you know, it's funny, I was gonna get 2 sales, but I thought, because I wasn't 100% sure about precision, that I would order 1 sale at a time, and then next season, because my Genoa needs to be replaced too, I thought I'd order that at that time. I don't know that sale will be a precision sale. I gotta tell you, not impressed by this. Tell me in the comments if you've ordered a brand new sail from another loft recently, what your experience has been like. I would love to know if this is, because this is the first brand new sail I've ever purchased. Maybe what I've found here is par for the course. You tell me. I would love to know. There's so much crap on it. Maybe if you're sponsored, a YouTube channel that's sponsored by them, you're willing to overlook all this because of the great deal you got. But this was all my money, so I think I'm entitled to be a little picky and want things to be what they're supposed to be. So I've had a moment to think about this dog bone situation. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me. Maybe what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to go to the end like that, and this one comes outside of the luff rope to hook on, but then you're relying solely on the stitch around that ring to keep it in place. Whereas I always assumed, and this is how it is on my other sail, by the way, that you want to rely on the strength of the webbing and then have the 2 rings hooked in. So what's it like on your boat? Is it like this? Or is the dog bone longer? Tell me. Dying to know. So many loose ends. All right, well, that's me. I'm gonna try and fold this thing, flake this sail by myself, put it away. So thanks for watching, and if you're still watching, God bless you. And maybe hit subscribe. Let's get this channel over 1,000. That's the goal for this season. Thanks for watching. More to come. Let's have a good sailing season.